Rosenbull Farms family. Tonight on this nice, cool spring's evening, we are going to be going out to the shop here because we're going to be starting our microgreens. I don't have very much experience in doing so. My dad and my mom, they grew some last year and they were rather successful with them. So we are going to be showing you guys our process.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Mark. So, we are starting with our starter mix. What it has in it is right here. We're also going to do two different types of microgreens today. We're going to go with the sunflower microgreens, and we've got 40 grams here. We're also going to go with a jazzy mix, and we have 24 grams here. The jazzy mix is going to be probably a little hot. They taste very good. If you guys don't know anything about microgreens, look them up. Videos are everywhere. This is just how I do it. Not an expert. I did very well last year. We're going to do it again this year.
And then one thing we will point out is the brand that we are using is from Botanical Interests. They are not a sponsor on the channel. Just something that we like to buy from. Those are going to be the brand that you're going to see us using for the most part.
Okay, well, let's get started. So we've got one tray that has holes in the bottom, and then another tray that's solid. The reason we do that is because eventually we will be watering from the bottom on these. To start out, we'll just mist it on the top, but after the first 3 to 6 days, we are going to be watering from the bottom. We'll get into that in the next few days, but doing updates on it. So let's start with the sunflower seeds. Once again, great product. This is what I grew last year, and they all turned out very, very well. So instead of going from the paper, I like to do it this way by hand. That way I can see what's coming out and how much you're doing. You want to just put them on there fairly even, because you don't want empty bald spots. Like I said, this is like 40 grams. Some people actually weigh and measure them. So put them in there, like I said, very evenly.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but these are kind of just, they're just your regular plants, right?
These are
nothing different. They're no different varietals.
Nope, these are just plain old sunflowers. The deal with microgreens is that these are going to grow in about 14 days. And after 14 days, when they start getting their main leaves on it, that's when you want to harvest.
Did you want to grab me the other one at all?
Yeah. So with these are a lot smaller. So I have one of these. This is from a spice. It's just a spice container. And it's just easier to put these on the dirt because of the holes in it.
Control the flow. Gotcha.
Yep, controls the flow.
And then just do an even layer?
Just do an even layer across the whole thing.
Okay.
Without throwing them all over the place.
That's it, missing a little bit. So after we place the seeds, what's next?
So then after we place the seeds, we're going to mist them with some water. And then we're going to take 2 more trays without holes, and we are going to set them over on top of them like this.
Okay.
Some people put weights, some people don't. I prefer not to, just because, like I said, I grew these last year. I did it this way. Everything turned out just fine. Why mess with the good thing?
Just the whole thing? Okay.
Put all of them in there. Okay. So that you'll put these on there for about 3 days this way. You'll water twice a day with the mist on top. After 3 days, when they start to sprout, then you're going to turn them over like this. And they're going to get 3 or 4 days of darkness.
Okay.
So, and what that's going to do is that's going to help them come up. And they're going to come up. They're not going to be green. Most of them were yellow, some red, depending on what variety is in it. After that, then we will take this off, and we have a grow station downstairs with grow lights. They'll sit under the grow lights. My grow lights are set to go off turn on at 8 o'clock at night, turn off at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then they're in the basement, so temperature control, and then it stays pretty dark down there during the day. You don't want like 24 hours with the light, so half light, half darkness, and like I said, in about 14 days, this one says 10 to 20 days for the sunflowers, and this one says 12 to 14 days. So I'm sure 14 days these will be ready. These might not quite be ready in 14 days, but they might be. We'll find out.
So how often do you want to harvest these, like every day, or I guess once they're grown, where does the growing stop and the harvesting begin?
The growing stops when they get their. When you want to harvest is when they have their first true leaf.
Okay.
Okay. So the very first leaves that they'll get are not true leaves. Your true leaves are the ones that are going to come after that.
Gotcha.
Once the true leaves come, then you want to harvest. What I've listened to, what I've read, the whole purpose of microgreens is like a sprout. So all the nutrients is in that little green.
Gotcha.
And this is a regular sunflower. Those are regular seeds from other plants. You could plant these individually and they would grow into regular old plants. The reason you do this is because all of the nutrients is in this little plant.
Gotcha.
Instead of taking all the nutrients to grow a big sunflower or whatever. Right.
Stock. Gotcha.
Yeah, so this way you're ingesting all the nutrients, and actually you can taste everything. You can taste sunflower in this little tiny plant. You can taste.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this has all kinds of different stuff in it. I don't have my glasses, but this has.
Says red acre cabbage, peppergrass, cress, China rose, radish, giant mustards, and sawtooth mustard.
Yeah, so that's going to be a spicy one because it's got the radish and the mustard in it.
Gotcha. Looking
to where this
to
is just going to be, those are really good. Tell you what, the best way to do this, you get yourself some toast, you make some avocado toast, and you put a handful of these greens on top.
Because everybody knows
best.
Millennials love avocado toast.
It makes the best breakfast in the morning, or snack in the afternoon, or bedtime, right before bedtime, whatever. It's really good. So I got my little water here. We use rainwater and well water. Our well has been tested. There's nothing funky in it. So when we had that cold snap a couple months ago around Christmas time, I had a main pipe on my well break. So rainwater this time.
Yeah.
Normally it's going to be the.
We're going to have some more in-depth stuff about the rainwater collection system because we're actually actively building one at the moment. Right now, for what we're using, like for what our purposes is, we actually just have basically a 55-gallon drum that's collecting rainwater at the moment, but we are building an actual rainwater collection system, and that's going to be coming in the future so that you guys can see that.
You can't imagine. We had a 4 or 5 hour rain, and it filled a 55-gallon barrel.
Which is
it was
nuts.
Ridiculous. We get a lot of rain here. So like I said, just a light mist of water for now. We will do this twice a day through all of the periods, and then once we get into where we're watering from the bottom, then we'll do it. We'll start with a half cup twice a day, and then when the roots start going through, that's the reason for the holes in the bottom of the first tray, so that the roots can grow through, and then they grab all that water, and that's where they become really strong and they grow amazingly. So for right now, we're going to cover them up. We're going to take them downstairs and put them under the grow light, and we'll let you know. We'll give you updates on what's going on. It'll just be a few days away, so keep watching.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up here. We got everything set up. We're going to go ahead and, like Dad said, going to go throw them under the grow lights. So hopefully we'll have some updates for you in the next few days. But yeah, of course, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like, drop a comment. Anything that you guys have, any suggestions or anything, we are open to them. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and we are going to sign off. So we will see you guys next time.
Have a great day, guys.